Hey everybody, welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Cooper Daniels, and I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot. And today we're continuing with the crypto series, and we're comparing two relatively new, exciting projects, Algorand and Hedera Hashgraph. Which one's better? Which one should you invest in? Should you invest in both? Let's get into it. First off, a little bit of history. Both Algorand and Hedera Hashgraph were launched in 2019. Algorand in June of 2019, Hedera Hashgraph in August. And their creators, let's compare the creators. You've got Dr. Leemon Baird is the creator of Hedera Hashgraph. He's got a PhD from Carnegie Mellon, is the inventor of the Hashgraph algorithm, and he also has a smile that gives children nightmares. Dr. Silvio Micali, the creator of Algorand, he has a PhD from Berkeley, has taught at MIT since 1983, is a Turing Award winner, which is the Nobel Prize for Computer Science. And he kind of looks like a Italian sea captain. So if we're going to have to choose between the two, I'm going sea captain over wax figure from a haunted house. But they're both impressive. Let's be honest. The native token of Algorand is Algo, which sounds short for algorithm or Algorand. And Algorand itself is a mashup of the words algorithm and random. And then you have Hedera Hashgraph, which native token is Hbar. H stands for heroin and bar stands for Xanax, like a Xanax bar. So it's a mashup of heroin and Xanax. So if you're comparing the two, Hbar to Algo, I'm definitely going Hbar. That's a lot more exciting. Then you compare the mascots. You have the astronaut, the Algonaut over there in Algorand, which is cool, to the moon. And then you have the barbarian, the Hbarbarian, which is savage. So you got a barbarian on drugs and a very sober astronaut. I'm going with the drugged up barbarian, obviously, because that's fucking awesome. With Algo, there's a cap of 10 billion tokens ever minted. And with Hbar, there's a cap of 50 billion tokens ever minted. Currently, the Algorand market cap is about just under 2.5 billion. And the Hbar market cap is just over 1.6 billion. So they're both relatively early on with not these outrageous market caps. So I think that there's an opportunity for you to get in on both of them. Algorand uses blockchain technology like 99.9% of all cryptocurrencies out there. Hedera Hashgraph uses Dr. Leemon Baird's invention, Hashgraph technology, and Hashgraph is only used by Hedera Hashgraph because it's licensed to Leemon Baird's company, Swirlds, which could be a downside because Swirlds is going to get 10% of the revenue forever for any kind of Hashgraph usage. So there's something there that you might want to look into. They both make similar claims, like very high transaction speeds, never forking, transactions are almost immediately final. They both seem to want to play ball in a more regulated environment. For example, Silvio Micali is the co-inventor of Zero Knowledge Proof, which is a privacy tool for like Zcash uses to keep transactions private. And they don't even use that in Algorand to abide by the regulators. He has said that in the future they will use it for privacy, but not currently. And then you have Hedera Hashgraph, which is working with NASA, for Christ's sake, and has some of the largest organizations on their governing council, which we'll talk about in a second. And they both are rumored, actually. There's rumors that both of them would be the basis for a United States central bank digital currency. Algorand claims to have solved the blockchain trilemma. The blockchain trilemma is a term coined by Vitalik Buterin, the co-creator of Ethereum. And basically what that is it says that a blockchain network wants to have three things: decentralization, scalability, and security. And the idea is that you always have to compromise on one of those things. You might have decentralization and security, but you have to compromise on scalability. Or you may be highly scalable and decentralized, but you compromise on security. And on and on and on and on. Well, Algorand claims to have solved this. And they're making changes to further decentralize. The governance is being decentralized in Q4 of this year. What was before handled by the Algorand Foundation is now going to be in the hands of Algo holders. So you can participate in governance by staking your Algo, earn rewards. On the flip side of that, Hedera Hashgraph does seem to compromise in the decentralization side of things. They, from their own website, it says that Hedera is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. And those organizations include Google, IBM, LG, Boeing, and on and on and on. There's about 21 of them. Look, I mean, if you're an Hbar holder, you look at that and you think, well, why is that bad? You mean some of the largest organizations in the world believe in the technology and are supporting it and are possibly going to adopt it in massive ways? There's a lot of bullishness connected to that, for sure. But, you know, having corporations sort of at the top kind of dictating a lot of how this goes isn't exactly what a lot of people want. They don't like the optics of it. And also, the Hedera Hashgraph ecosystem is validated by only about 2021 nodes, which are run by this governing council of these corporations. So it is a permissioned system. You can't just run a node and validate Hedera Hashgraph. There's some downside to that. For example, like, look, if there's only 20 nodes out there, then what if some of them go down? Which one should you invest in? I think there's a good argument to be made that you should own both. Hbar has been doing good. And the past couple of weeks where I've been looking at it, it almost seems like as Bitcoin goes down, Hashgraph either stays stable or goes up. I did also notice that as Bitcoin was going up, Hashgraph went down. It's interesting. It seems like there's some exciting stuff coming for Hashgraph. You can get it on Binance or Voyager, but they have proxy staking coming up in Q4 where you're going to be able to actually earn some passive income there. And if you own on Voyager, you're not going to be able to take part in that. So, it's always best to own your coins and be able to move them off of the exchange. So as I can see right now in the United States, the best way to do that is through Binance. Algorand, like I said earlier, you're going to be able to take part in a decentralized governance. You get participation rewards. So there's a lot of opportunity for passive income with Algorand. You can buy that most places, Coinbase Pro, Binance, almost every exchange has Algo. So that's quite easy to get. So which one should you own? I think you should own both. But if you were saying, hey man, you can own one of these, my choice would be Algorand. What do you guys think? Are you like, bro, you're crazy? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear why you think I'm crazy and why, if you were going to only own one, Hbar and Algorand, which one it would be. Put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's even try to be respectful. Or not. I don't really give a shit. You can be however you want. We're all allowed to be who we want. This is the internet, folks. We can do whatever we want. Hey, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, all right? All right, thanks for watching. Do your homework.